It's a bit of a different setting today. I'm out and about because I wanted to make a video about what is the number one thing to do for fat loss. What's the best fat burner on the market? And what I'm doing right now is the number one fat burner on the market. First of all, I'm going to apologize for a few things. I'm out of breath. This is right near my end of the walk. Can you hear any background noise? There's a school down there, and I think it's the lunch hour. And if the sound's no good, then next time I go out for a walk, I'll bring my external mic with me. At the minute, I'm just using the GoPro's mic. The number one thing for fat loss isn't anything that you can take. It's not a pill, it's not a drink, it's not something that you can consume. Get up in the morning, wake up early, extra early. If you've got work to do or whatever, wake up extra early and go for a walk. Doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be hard. It can be flat ground, uphill, it can be on the treadmill, it can be in your garden, it can be in your living room. I don't care where it is. Get up for 10 minutes. That's all you need to do in the morning, 10 minutes. Slowly build it up, 20 minutes, to 30 minutes, to 45 minutes, up to an hour. If you just do that at the start of every single day, that is it, nothing else. Get up in the morning, drink some water, and 1 hour walking every single morning. No matter where you are in the world. Let's say you're out and about, like sometimes if I'm in a different country, it's amazing because often I stay in places which I like to explore, and it's all good getting in a taxi and driving around the place, but sometimes I like to just get up early, go for a walk. If you're on holiday, all inclusive, you're with your family, get up an hour early, go for a walk. Before they get up, go for a walk. Before having breakfast, just go for a walk. Remember, every single person can do this, unless obviously there's an issue with you. Then come on, use some common sense. So don't be talking down in the comments saying I can't walk because I have this issue. I ain't talking about you, G. But if you've got 2 legs, 2 arms, and you're perfectly capable of getting up in the morning and walking, go for a walk. That is the best fat burner on the market, and I'll explain the other thing what walking does. First of all, without getting too technical, I'm not going to get too technical, I never do. I like to keep this very simple. Fat burns better on an empty stomach. Your glycogen reserves are at the lowest in the morning before you eat anything. All your body's done all its reproductive work at night time. So you wake up ready for it. You're starving. Well, you're not starving, I'm not starving, but you know what I'm trying to say, you're ready for it. So if you go and put your body through a bit of physical activity in the morning, you're going to burn more fat than as if you were to do it at a different time of the day. Now I know there's going to be people arguing on here about calories in, calories out, and going for a walk. It doesn't matter what time you're going for a walk, it's all the same. Let me tell you, and it's not just me, many top professionals out there will tell you this, even some scientists, there is absolutely 100% a benefit of going for a walk empty stomach, training empty stomach. Now remember, this isn't just for everybody. If you're already going to the gym and you're already doing your things, then yeah, maybe going for a walk is too easy for you. Start doing some high intensity activities in the morning. Bike ride, go for a jog. You can do stuff like that, do some press-ups. At the minute, I'm trying to get my mobility right. So I do a little bit of a workout, which is called animal flow. I think that's what you call it. It's more of like movement patterns with your body and how we kind of like need to readjust and bring those back. And I myself have fallen victim to just training in linear motions. Squat, bench, deadlift, everything's very linear. And then I now need to train in the other one. Is it sagittal plane, diagonal stuff? Anyway, that's what I'm doing at the minute. So, but I still make sure I get up and do a walk. If I had a treadmill at home, I'd stay on the treadmill, because in the UK, it's a bit cold still. Even today, the sun's out, but it's still very cold. When I'm in another country, tops off, short shorts are on, and I'm walking. But it is one of the easiest things everybody has access to. Just go out and go for a walk. I prefer this kind of a setting. This backs off into my house, so I literally come out my back gate. I'm very fortunate. I bought the house for this particular reason, because I know how I am. I'm not a city guy. I don't like to be in the city with cars driving past, craziness. I remember going for a walk out in Dubai and I hated it, but I enjoyed it at the same time until I got to the beach. Things were a little bit easy, a bit more calm, a bit more chilled. But I don't like the rush of cars. But I'm fortunate enough to do that. I put myself in a position to live out here. But if that's all you've got, go out there. When I'm in cities, when I'm in Bangkok, for example, I might not go out for a walk if it's too hot. I'll stay in, air conditioning, jump on the treadmill in the hotel or the apartment facility, and I'll just use the treadmill. If the apartment doesn't have the facility, I'd walk to the gym and use the treadmill. There's so many things you can do. It's very easy. Another thing that it does, and this is one of the main things, if you go out for a walk in the morning, every single morning, before you have any bad food, any pancakes or burgers or fries or any chocolate, and you go for this walk, mentally it prepares you for the rest of the day. I'll give you a great example. If I go home now, and let's say today was one of my days that I needed to diet because I had a cheat day yesterday or had a lot of food the night before, which was a little bit bad. Today I needed to be a bit more strict. I'd make this walk a little bit longer. And when I get home, I wouldn't really want that pancake when I've been out for a walk. I feel like I've achieved something in the day I've already got in front of the day. I'll go home, I'll do 100 press-ups, 100 pull-ups, and I'm ahead of the day now. So if someone sits there and says, right, why don't you just have some pancakes? Let's have these pancakes. Let's have some dessert, you know, left over from the birthday party last night. Let's eat this stuff, let's eat this junk. Half the pizza's left over. I'd be like, no, I don't want none of that, because I'm already ahead of my day. I'm already set myself up to finish the day off strong by going out for this walk. And if you do fall victim to those things, then at least you've been out for 1 hour's walk in the morning. So let's say you do go home and there are pancakes and you can't resist, it's someone's birthday or whatever, at least you did your bit for the day. As long as you got out there, did something that is very good mentally, physically for you. The other thing that this does is digestion. Many people don't understand this. The digestion is a big thing. When you eat unnatural, unhealthy foods, you get a lot of gut inflammation. Again, I'm not going to get into the science of this or the science behind it, but we've all been there. We know what it feels like when you go to the toilet and the smell is a little bit different, the smell is a little bit off. For many of you guys, you won't even know what that feels like, and the reason being, and I'm not taking a piss here, the reason being is because you've never given your gut any rest. Ramadan is upon us now. It's a great time for everybody to just go out and fast, see what it feels like, give your gut a little bit of a cleanse. But another thing that it does, going for a walk in the morning, this gives your gut a cleanse. All those digestive enzymes are working, they're functioning, your body's sending the blood to the bottom, from the bottom to the top, everything's working in motion. I'll give you a great example for bodybuilding. A client of mine was doing a bodybuilding show, got near to the end of it, and a lot of people, if you're a bodybuilder out there, you understand when I'm going to say this, they have a lot of digestive issues. They find that going to the toilet is a bit of a struggle the last couple of days, especially the last 1 or 2 days. The food's low, the water's low, everything's low, and things just aren't moving around enough. Now, they don't want to do cardio because their legs are going to look slim. And I always say to my clients, go for a light walk, just something very slow paced. Go for a walk, get the things moving around. Now, if you're not going to drink water in the morning, how are you going to get everything to move around? How are you going to get all that junk, all that high carb meal that you haven't been having for the past couple of weeks? Now you've carved up, ready for the bodybuilding stage. How are you going to get that to pass through? By going for a walk. Trust me, try it, it works. If you are backed up, if you're having any digestive issues, go for a walk. There is one other thing that I'd like to mention when it comes to morning walks. A lot of people put this question to me, especially when I tell people to do the TRT thing and, you know, jump on TRT. One of the main questions that I get back is, how do you control blood pressure? Well, it's a very simple fix. Do not take the medication. That's the first thing that I will say. Never ever take any Ramapril or all the other medication that they put you on. The best thing to lower blood pressure is going for a walk. Not by eating anything, none of this hocus pocus stuff that you read on Google search, how to lower blood pressure and all this garbage. The number one thing to do if you want to lower blood pressure is go for a walk fasted in the morning. Now, if you are fasting, obviously, then you can't drink water. But if you're just normal and you don't fast, then by all means, get some water in your system. So I don't know if you guys caught the end of that. I got interrupted there by a dog running up to me barking, so I thought I better turn the camera off. It was jumping up at me. But, well, what was I saying? Fasting. Yeah, blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure is the #1 killer, the silent killer as they call it, because you don't even know about blood pressure until it's really high. I think they call it hypertension. Really high blood pressure. Only then you'll feel a little bit dizzy, or you'll feel a little bit flustered and you think, what's going on? Then you go to the doctors to check your blood pressure, and before you know it, you've had high blood pressure for years, not months, years you could have high blood pressure for, and you never even know about it. So how do you know if you got high blood pressure? Very easy. There's a device that you buy from anywhere, any Boots, pharmacy, Super Drugs, Argos, anywhere. Everywhere sells blood pressure medication, everywhere sells blood pressure monitors. Know the rating, it's very easy. 120/80, closest to that is what you're looking for. And that's for everybody. Even if you're a bodybuilder, powerlifter, whatever you are, or just a healthy guy, we all know what the range should be. So don't go about thinking it's okay, I'm on some steroids, it's okay that my blood pressure's a little bit high, I'm taking some TRT, it's okay my blood pressure's a little bit high. No, it's not. Get your blood pressure checked out, make sure it's within range. It is classed as the silent killer, and that is 100% true. And the best thing to do to combat that, at least the first thing to do to combat that, I hope the wind's not getting in the way of this, the first thing to do to combat that is by going for a walk. It doesn't have to be hard, you don't have to sweat, just go for a walk every single morning for at least 1 hour. That's what I recommend. Slowly build up to that. So hopefully you guys got some value from this video. It's a different format. I do come out for a walk almost every day. I'm gonna try making videos like this. If the sound was good, let me know. If it wasn't, I can mic myself up. It's not really hard. I've got the DJI mics, they're pretty good. And hopefully this is the new GoPro, so the mics better be good than this. I won't be buying more external mics for this, but the one I've got is pretty decent. And that is it really. Going for a walk every single morning. That is all you've got to do. Make it a commitment. The second you get out of bed, you got to brush your teeth, you go to the toilet. That's what I do. I'm sure that's what everyone does. Straight after that, what do? You sit down, you open the laptop. What do? Get your phone out, you play solitaire or Captain Crush. What do people play? What do people do? I don't know. I'll tell you what I do. I get my clothes on and I go out for a walk. Very easy, very simple. Make it a habit. It's one of those habits that you've got to make for the rest of your life. Don't look outside and think, oh, I don't want to go for a walk today. Get a treadmill at home. I have a bike at home as well. I don't have a treadmill no more, I needed the space, but I have a bike at home. Get a bike, they're very cheap. Go on Gumtree, go on eBay, anywhere. £100, £50 you can pick them up for. Go to the car boot sale on a Sunday. Anywhere, get yourself a bike. They're not expensive, especially now it's March. All those January, you know, I'm on it now, it's January, guys. They've all given up. And it's your time to take over. Forget them, let them give up. But it's your time to take over now. Hit the year strong, hit it hard. Summer's around the corner. Time to get in shape. Make the daily habits, make them change. 10 minutes a day, start with 10 minutes a day. Walk around your living room. You know, put TV on and walk around your living room. I know it sounds mad doing, trust me. Walk around your garden. Don't go out for a walk, walk around your garden. See how it is. There's those fold away treadmills now, £100 on Gumtree. Don't know how good they are. Buy one. Get into the habit of it. Buy some new clothes. You know, get out there, get some new trainers. Get out there, something that's gonna make you get up in the morning and get out. It's very, very simple. And the health benefits, like I've just mentioned in this video, digestion, amazing. Blood pressure, top, 10 out of 10. How do you get that? That is it. If you can just live by those two things, have an amazing digestive system and have an amazing blood pressure, you're gonna live a nice, healthy life. I'm not gonna say for how long, we don't know about that. And if that's written, it's written. But at least while you're here, make it fruitful. Make it mean something, make it count. Show the rest of your family you're doing this. Go out for a walk as a family. It's not hard, it's starting to rain now. It is what it is, you know. These things happen. Go out there, enjoy the rain, enjoy the cold. Embrace the hurt, embrace the suck. It's not hard to do. These things should be second to none. We've become lazy, sat at home, watching TV. Everything's easy accessible. Get up, go out, go for a walk every morning. Earn your breakfast. One other thing as well, guys, thank you very much for watching. I got monetized the other day. I know there's nothing going to be coming in my bank, but it's a nice achievement, it's a nice milestone to hit. Got monetized, hit over 2,000 subs on here. So keep supporting, keep commenting below. This is how it happens. Keep liking my videos and subscribe. There's one other thing that I forgot to mention, so I thought I'd turn the camera on for it quickly. And that is, I mean, first of all, let me just say, there's two things that I hate in life. And one is being cold, and the second is being wet. I am both right now, but it is what it is, you know. At least I'm getting up, getting out there, you know, putting myself in uncomfortable situations. But it's not about that for everybody, but for me it is. I like it. I like going through this kind of pain sometimes, and it's all good. But the reason I turned the camera back on again was just to say, as you're walking, you clear your head. Don't listen to music, please. Do not listen to music when you're walking. Clear your head. Listen to an audiobook, learn something, that's okay. Don't be listening to some Rihanna or Drake songs. Listen to some audiobooks, learn something. And if you don't want to learn something like me, you like to think, stay with your thoughts. Listen to yourself, listen to your thoughts. What's the next step? What's the next plan of action? What's this next step to take? Where are we going today? Where are we going tomorrow? Where are we going the day after? What have we got planned for this year? What have we got planned for next year? What have we got planned for 5 years time? 10 years time? There's not enough long-term thinkers out there. You've got to think about this. I thought about this 5 years ago where I am right now. You've got to think about it. What's your purpose? What's your goal? I'm not trying to get too motivational. I wanted to move out the UK. I moved out. I got the hell out there. I can move tomorrow. Stay anywhere in the world for 6 months at any time. I don't have to answer to nobody. I have a family, got kids, everything. I ain't got to answer to nobody. I make the rules. That was my dream, that was my goal. What's your purpose? This is where you think of those purposes. This is the time you think of it. This is the time it comes into your mind. When you're out here walking on your own, you and your own thoughts.